I'd like to welcome you to my introverted life. I'm Wendy, and yeah, it's been 4 or 5 days, something like that, since I last uploaded a video, which means it's been 4 or 5 days since I filmed anything. If you watched my last upload, you will have seen that I, of course, am participating in WIPGO, because, well, that's what we like to do. This month, this was one of my numbers I pulled, which is Halloween Quaker. I don't have the picture, sorry. It got put away. I pulled this out real quick so I could show you, because I put it away forgetting I needed to show you. Yeah. I had a goal for 8 hours on this. I put in more than that, because I got started on this motif and was just like super into it for some odd reason, because I'm a weirdo, we'll just go with that. And yeah, I loved working on the motif. It was very enjoyable. You can see why people like these Quaker motifs, because they're very, very fun. This is thread that is not attached to anything except a needle. It is attached to a needle, but there's a little motif up here that we're going to put in, and bring the thread over here and do the motif over there. Wasn't too bad. I have to say, this is, if you saw, it's a blend. It's suggested by the designer. The original was color and cotton, and I didn't have fancy floss and didn't want to buy fancy floss, so I bought DMC's, and she, on her Etsy page, it's not on the chart itself, but in the description for the product on her Etsy page, she had her own conversion, which utilized blends for several of the colors with the DMCs. So I followed that, and I like the way the blend looks. It's 310 and 8 something, 844, 833, something like that. And, you know, turns out really cool looking. Downside, this black is DMC 310. Shredded like crazy. I don't know what the deal was. I have to say, you usually don't have a massive problem. The gray was doing just fine, but the black, it just shredded. It kept shredding all the time. I don't know what was wrong with it. It's just no. I wonder if that's another reason people like the Anchor Black. It's just because it doesn't shred as easy. I actually have I've got several skeins. I bought a bag that was the JP Coats and Clark, and it had a bunch of white, like 10 white ones and 10 black ones. I'm using the black ones all the time in place of the DMC. It's not quite as dark. It's just like one shade away from the DMC, but it works plenty good enough in my opinion. And I'm finding that doesn't... It feels stronger than the DMC 310. Even just... I don't know if I can explain it. It's just crazy, like... Because this is 310. And it just... Yeah, it feels stronger than this. Like, the 310 DMC, in comparison to most of the other DMCs I've worked with, any of the other colors I've worked with, you know? That's black. It just feels slightly thinner for some odd reason. I don't know why. I think I've got a stitch going the wrong way. I've always got a stitch going the wrong way. We are aware of this. This is just who I am. I'm not going to get all the stitches going the right way. I try. That's what we're going to go with. But yeah, just struggling with the DMC 310. Think I'm probably going to either be substituting it Well, I know for a while I'll be substituting it with the JP Coates and Clark Black, just because I have it. There are some projects I've bought like 310 specifically for, just because I felt it was a nicer project. And honestly, I don't think I'll be buying specifically 310 for any projects anymore. I will just go ahead and use the JP Coates and Clarks or buy Anchor or something like that, just because it really is. It works better for some odd reason. But yeah, so my Whipco Go for this is done, and I can mark that off. The next one I will be working on is Time Goes By, charted by Heaven and Earth Design, original artwork by Pat Brennan. Probably picture up here. Would assume I put a picture up here. And before I get started on that, I actually did another 25/7 spend a day. Believe it or not, yay me, trying to get back into that. And what was chosen was Death by Cross Stitch. So, yeah. I don't have a whole lot done on it. This is, if you saw it last time, this is where was it last time? I just got started in on this main border. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's English. I filled in here, and I'm going to use this thread, follow down, and then there's another line in here that I'll start filling in, and then I'll start filling in, just some of the other design, and just kind of keep going. Yeah, as for Time Goes By, when I finish that, because it's got 8 hours for Whipco as well. That's not this piece. That's a different piece that I'm not pulling out until I get ready to start on it. But that's got 8 hours on it as well. Looking forward to getting that 8 hours. So because it's on Pattern Keeper, it is 8 hours or 500 stitches. Kind of wanting to see where I get to with that, because Time Goes By it's the regular size in max color, which means it is very, very confetti heavy. Like, we are talking very confetti heavy. So don't know if I'm going to aim for the 500 stitches, but I am curious to kind of see where I end up, with 8 hours of work, how many stitches I end up putting in on like confetti heavy, because I know I can do like on average about a stitch and a half when I'm just doing something like this, where I'm sticking with one color and there's a lot of mix of like blocks of color and stuff like that. Confetti, whole new ball game. So I'm looking forward to that, but that's all I've got at the moment. I'm going to work on this for 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes, and I will be back in a sec to show you how far I got. Okay, it is actually Friday now. Didn't get around to recording this last night, but I did put in about 100 stitches going down here, which means I definitely put in the 25 minutes. I kept goofing off, so I wasn't really paying attention to how much time I put in. I would be like, work on it for 5 minutes, and then I'd jump up and run and go do something, and get back to it for 5 or 10 minutes, and then jump up and go. I couldn't sit still last night. It happens. But, well, not but. And in addition to that, I also didn't really do anything else last night. I was going to start Time Goes By. However, working on this, I was like, I am not wanting to work on Evenweave for some odd reason. Or linen. I want to work on Aida. I want to work on Aida. And, yeah. So I just didn't do anything. Oops. But I did go ahead, do another 25/7 spend a day, and I got an Aida piece. Yay! This is Janessa, chartered by Heaven and Earth Designs, original artwork by Hannah Disney, which is awesome. So a little bit of Aida work, and then hopefully I will get my act together and get started on Time Goes By, because that is supposed to have 8 hours or 500 stitches worth of work done in it by the end of the month, which I know I can complete real easily. I just have to get up off of my bum and work on it. So that's where I'm at for now, and I should be back in a sec to show you whatever progress I make on this. Okay, so it is now Saturday. I didn't get around to showing you what I got completed on my 25/7 stitch yesterday, and that's because I just continued working on it throughout the rest of the day. I'm not gonna lie, said this in the clip before, I'm really liking working on Aida. I really am. And it's just what I want to work on. I am, however, going to set this aside and work on my Time Goes By. My other whip go goal, which is on Evenweave. It's 2/1/10 stitch on Evenweave, so hopefully I can somewhat get into it. We will see. But as you can see, I started off somewhere over in here and filled in across there. I just used one color the entire time, put in I think around 300 stitches yesterday, which is awesome. I am at 3% on this project. This is Heaven and Earth, and it is a quick stitch, so it's smaller than a mini, and definitely smaller than a regular size, and definitely smaller than a super size. Obviously, yes, I know. I'm stating the obvious, but I never know what to talk about. Yeah, I'm on the lookout for 2 new projects for June, for my birthday starts month. Everybody's getting ready for Stitch Mania. Everybody's going to be watching Stitch Mania on Flosstube. I won't have Stitch Mania. And then when Stitch Mania is over, I will be, hey, check out all the new projects I started. Yeah. I just can't do anything like anybody else, can I? It's just, it's a difficulty. It's a difficulty of mine. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself. But loving this project. Looking for a couple other projects. I came up with 2 more projects to add to my set of projects to start. And that is the Hangul or Korean alphabet by Soda Stitch, and the Mira Raven Queen that I showed you before that I was talking about. I had 10/11 projects. Was kind of thinking of just adding a couple days onto the month to do the 11 projects. Added in the 2 more, so if I get 2 more projects, that gives me 2 days a piece on each project. So that's the plan. I did order a chatelaine kit, spring knot garden from European Cross Stitch, because they had a little bit of a sale, so I was able to get a few bucks knocked off. And I was able to find the Gloriana silk from somebody else here in the States. So hopefully I will be able to get that a little bit sooner, because she doesn't have to wait for the Gloriana. But I believe the kits are several months out. So I don't think that will arrive in time. If it were to, then I would like to add it as a start for June. But like I said, kind of thinking it probably won't get here in time. From what I understand, it shouldn't. She should be several months out in sending items, sending the kits out. So, other than that, I am considering starting one of my patterns I've purchased from a Ukrainian designer. I don't know which one yet. It's just an idea, thought. I am thinking of, either probably, well, what would be the last two projects. I am thinking of finding smaller projects and having a couple of those on the go, because so many of my projects are big, and I really do love the big projects, but I feel like occasionally I need a slightly smaller project to work on. So yeah, that is a little addition to plans for that. That is where I've got to on this, and going to start on Time Goes By. I am trying to reach for it. It's a little bit further away than I thought it was. This is where I'm starting at with it. Yeah, I know, I don't have a whole lot. This is regular size, but max color, so it is confetti heavy. But I don't mind, so we're gonna put in 8 hours or 500 stitches on this. I really don't know which one I will end up doing. I think it'll take more than 8 hours to get the 500 stitches in, because it's so confetti heavy, so we'll have to see with that, but hopefully I'll get back to you tonight or tomorrow morning with whatever progress I manage to get to on this. So yeah, as always, see you in a sec. Okay, so it's now Sunday. I wanted to show you where I got to last night on Time Goes By. I put in about an hour worth of stitching and about an hour worth of trying to figure out what happened and where everything was wrong at. And there's still stitching that is wrong. Mostly in this area here. There was some stitches here, big old grouping of them, that I just took out. So, yeah. But there's still stitches in here that appear to be in the wrong spot. So, and I was going down, like, this doesn't seem like it's that much. Like, literally, it's like 1.5 inches or something. 2 inches, maybe. This is actually 40. So, the counting just... something went wrong somewhere in here, and then I was counting off of others, and it just made everything else wrong. So I'm going back to only working in this realm, which will be in about the 20, sometimes dipping down, not really caring, but it'll mostly stay in the 20 realm. So hopefully I will spend a little bit of time working back on that tonight. I finally got a small section here of like fully dense, fully filled in. It's not just very random across. So I feel like because that is there, because there's a little square there that's fully filled in, I feel like I'm making some progress. But yeah, so put in about an hour worth of the 8. Definitely not seeing any possibility of me hitting 100 or 500 stitches. I did not even check how many stitches I put in. I don't know if it takes away, like it take away in the, because it's in Pattern Keeper, so I know it would take away from the overall, but I don't think it takes away from the number that you actually stitched that day. So who knows. But I did do a 25/7 spin. It landed on Folk 3, which is finger. Sorry, I used my phone. You'll have to forgive me. Well, I mean, you don't have to. Request that you forgive me. Folk 3 is a Ukrainian designer. It's really cool. I should be able to do photo over here. I should be remembering to do photos. With me, you never know. I know I need to put some photos in, and I haven't done any sort of like little indication, indication. So hopefully I remember to put those ones in. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this is Folk 3. I've just got a little bit done here in the center. And this right here is actually like a little fox guy that's there. But we'll put in probably at least 30 minutes, maybe more if I feel like it. This is me, who knows. And yeah, I'll show you where I got to here in a sec. Okay, and this is where I ended up. I got all of this filled in. So this stem is done. Finished up the color. Started the little flower thing that's up here. Pulled the color down to here. Messed that up. Frogged it out. Redid it. Because this is my life right now. I feel like I am living in the land of the frog. Yep. That's what I said. I don't know what other way to put it. I'm tired. Anyways. Finished up that strand. Started in on here. It's getting darker out, which is harder to see the black Aida. So I decided to finish up on that, and I'll go ahead and take out my ring light, and we'll work on Time Goes By and see how much time I put into getting that done. So yeah, I will probably see you, I'm guessing probably tomorrow, with an update on my progress of Time Goes By. So see you in a sec. It is now Monday. I only put in about an hour worth on this last night. And I've come to realize it's because I don't want to work on this. So I've come up with a plan. For the next 12 days, I am turning this into my 25/7 project. And it'll be more like 37 because I intend to put 30 minutes on it each day. I don't know if I'll show it to you each day. It depends on if I've got other things I'm going to show you. I might pull it out real quick and be like, here. I do plan to, at the very end, take a screenshot from when I first showed you this. I believe it will be in this vlog. Yeah, I believe it was in this vlog. I don't know, it might have been the last one. I'll figure it out, but I'll take a screenshot from there and compare it to what it looks like once I've put another 6 hours in on it. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see, in case you're curious, it is filled in a little bit more in here because this color is a little bit more dense throughout here. But I finished up the light color that was on my string last time. You can sort of see it popping through. Yeah, there's tons of mistakes with these all throughout. I don't know. I'm thinking I just don't really like doing the full coverages on Evenweave. I think I'm going to have a preference for them on Aida. And just having those full squares that are easy to see. So, the mini magic shop, is that what it, mini magic study, I think is what it's called. That'll be a birthday start. That'll be done on Aida, so I'm happy about that. And I don't know, I half want to restart this, but I purchased this as a kit from Heaven and Earth, which means if I restart it on an actual Aida, I won't have the threads I need. Because this, I'd chosen the 1/1, which I'm doing 2/1 tent stitch, which uses the same amount of thread, you know, give or take. But so I would definitely have to get more thread, which I can do. That's not anything major to worry about. But I don't know. Anyways, that's just where we're at now, and nothing else of any interest to tell you, so when I work on something else, I'll be back. See you in a sec. Okay, it's now Tuesday. First things first, I did put in my 30 minutes yesterday on this guy. You, of course, can tell no difference because it's full coverage and very big, and yeah, you're just not going to be able to tell. It's filled in mostly right in there, and I used a color that filled in a little bit more throughout here. There's a square up here that is almost completely done. But that is not all I worked on yesterday. I just did my 30 minutes, and then later on I worked on Janessa. I am clear over here. I filled in just over 300 stitches all in this area. I have 15-ish, 15 or 25 stitches across, and then that will be the full length across. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs Quick Stitch, so I'm liking that I'm seeing progress. I also I also finalized another pattern that I'm going to start in June, so that brings me up to 14 patterns. It is a design by Stitchy Princess from Ukraine. Should be able to put a picture in here in the center, and here in the center. That probably works better. Anyways, it is. I don't remember the title at the moment. Yeah, but it uses like 4 colors. I will at some point do a, what would you call it? Kind of a birthday start update episode where I will go over all the starts I have planned for June. Hoping to have 15. I don't know. I ordered the stuff for the shadowing, which will probably not arrive in time. From what I understand, it should not. Ugh. I want to work on it. I want it to be one of my birthday starts. But I'm pretty sure it can't be. So, I don't know. I'm also thinking maybe of just holding it at 14, and that gives me a couple extra days. Just in case something happens and I have a day in which I can't or just really, really don't want to stitch. Yeah. What else? I also have Whip Go, which I have to worry about, which I think I explained. I'm not sure. But I think I'm going to try this. The 25/7. Utilizing that, jumping into, 30 minutes a day, and then finding a few days in which I spend a little bit more time on the whips. It also depends on what it's called, because there are a couple things that are like, put in a finish on this item, and that could quite possibly most likely take me more than 8 hours. Yeah, I'm just not really knowing at this point. I also think after I finish, I don't know if I mentioned this either. I might have mentioned it. After I finish time goes by. Sorry, I don't have a brain. You should be aware of this by now. After I finish my time goes by, I'm thinking of my mom's socks, putting that into the 25/7 spot. I don't know. We will see. I feel like I mentioned this and you're just hearing a repeat from like 2 minutes ago. Sorry about that. But yeah, coverage on this one, this Janessa, isn't great. This is why I'm not a 14 count person. I really have a preference for the 18 count. I think you get much better coverage. But I don't think I had it or wanted this piece a little bit bigger, or I don't know. Go back in my vlogs. I'll probably explain it somewhere. But yeah, enjoying it. I'm almost to this side over here, so the likelihood that I will get to that point and fill in the rest right here tonight is very, very likely because I want to do that. So I think that's it for today's update, so I'll probably see you in a sec with tomorrow's update. It is now Wednesday. I have put in 30 minutes yesterday and 30 minutes today, so that's a full hour on this. I think that brings me up to 3 hours total. 3.5 hours total. Not really sure. Sorry about that. I didn't look. But, yeah, maybe you can see a little bit more random little sparsely bits here and there. Filling in a little bit more here. A 10 by 10 square right here. It's up here. It's very small. It'd be like, is almost filled in. It's like 2 stitches away from being filled in, and getting just that 1 square filled in would be like way awesome. Other than that, I didn't work on Janessa last night like originally planned because I suddenly realized I hadn't worked on this in 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, better get to working on that, otherwise you are going to regret it. This 2 weeks wasn't that bad. The 2 weeks where I was filling in a lot of this cat really took time. I don't know. I guess there's just a lot more linked in, well, I think I was doing mostly in there when I was doing 2 weeks. I'm not sure. This one was halfway through the orange on down and on across there. So, not too bad, not too shabby. As you can see, the orange has come in. Yeah, back down to green for a couple of days. It'll probably have some more green days in it this month. Yeah, we have this thing where it just kind of can't make up its mind in the spring whether it wants to be warmer or colder, so it goes back and forth. But it makes for really cool looking cats, because look at them stripes. Them are looking cool. But that's all I got for you now. Maybe I will work on Janessa tonight. I don't know. It's been really windy here, and my eyes are stinging a little bit and a little bit sore. You know, because everything under the sun has been blowing around, and I, of course, am an allergy sufferer, because, well, who amongst us isn't, it seems, anymore nowadays. So, yeah. Maybe Janessa tonight, maybe not, don't know. If I do, I will definitely show you tomorrow. If not, I will probably wait a few days until I have some more work to show you. Either way, I will see you in a sec. Okay, it is now Saturday, so it's been a couple days since I recorded. The past couple of days, I have managed to put in 2 hours on this. I've done a full hour each day. I don't know why. It's been a lot of confetti. So it's been a lot of starting, doing a few stitches, stopping, switching to a new color, that sort of stuff. So you definitely don't see much progress. Not that you ever do on this project, but yeah, I'm put in 5.5 hours now for my whip go, so definitely coming along. I can see difference. I can see a lot more filled in here. I can feel it too. I love how thick it gets. It's real heavy. It's kind of cool feeling. But yeah, not much to say on this anymore. Outside of that, the past couple of days, I have of course been working on Janessa, because this has just been what I am loving to work on right now. As you can see, I started getting some more filled in here, and I got to this end, which is cool. So I now know the fullness across. As you can see here, there's that much on this side, and there's that much on this side. Yeah, I got there and I was like, what on earth did I do? At some point, I came to the realization that this fabric is 18 inches across, and this is supposed to be, when I did the calculations, 12.5 inches. It's not. It's only about 12 inches. I don't know why, but at 14 count, with the number across, it was supposed to be 12.5. So I just rounded that up to 13 and went, oh, you know, that's 3 inches. That means I need 1.5 inches. And, you know, that'd make it like 2 inches on the other side. Yeah, and it's 18 wide, not 16 wide. Yeah, so definitely did that calculation wrong. From what I can tell, the top is correct, and there should be about that much on the bottom. I might have measured only to here. I'm not sure. If so, the bottom will be a little bit wider just because I didn't count the edging here. So I don't know, we will see. But yeah, me being a moron as usual. You guys are used to this. As for that, it is Saturday. I do have somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes worth of video available, so I will probably end this here. I can't think of anything of any great importance to talk to you about. We are middle of April. Sometime in the middle of May, I will put out a video showing all my plans for my birthday starts month. So be looking forward to that in about a month. During that video, I do plan to show all the projects and show what I have set up for the projects. And I plan to have dates planned of which ones I'm going to start when. I can't guarantee that I will stick to those dates. At this point, there are 14 projects, which gives me 2 additional days. Probably will do one in the middle of the month and one at the end of the month is my guess at the moment, because that'll allow me a catch-up day if I need it, and a catch-up day in the middle of the month and a catch-up day at the end of the month if I need it. And it'll allow me a day in the middle of the month to work on Whip Go outside of just putting in, 30 minutes or an hour each day, which is the plans at the moment. Whip Go is going to be hard. It really, really is going to depend on what I end up, what ends up getting chosen, because some of the projects are like, oh, finish this project, and it could take me 20 hours to finish it. So I can't just say, oh, I'm going to work on it for 30 minutes a day. That might not be an option. So, it's birthday month. Looking forward to all the starts. Whip Go makes it a tad bit more challenging, perhaps a little bit more stressful. If it gets too stressful, I don't know what I'll do with that. It's my birthday month. I don't want to create added stress and stuff like that, so we will have to wait and see what happens with that. Again, I don't really know, but I'm loving the way this is coming along. I put in over 200 stitches last night and over 300 the 2 nights before. It is at 6% done, which is awesome. Hello Quick Stitch, loving the Quick Stitch. Loving my minis and my full size as well. Don't see myself ever doing a super size at this point, to be honest. And I do see myself switching to only doing Aida. This is 14 count. Coverage isn't perfect, isn't quite up to par with what I would like, so it will probably be 18 count. That's my plans from now on, is any more HAEDs, full coverage as I do, moving on to the 18 count Aida to get them to work on them, because I just definitely have a preference for that. The 10 stitch is nice, it's quick, but I don't like working on that small, so that one is what it is. Anyways, I've randomly talked for like 7 minutes already about absolutely nothing, because, well, this is me. So I'm going to leave you here and get these clips put together and put in all the pictures I need to, and then we'll be starting another vlog. So that is it for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.